Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. I'm here with the boys, Cal and Petey, and today we're talking about what? They are finally going forward with a Superman reboot. That's key word is reboot. And J.J. Abrams, the guy who started the Star Trek franchise and killed it, the guy who started the Star Wars franchise and killed it, the sequels, the guy behind all this stuff. Hey, and of course they're bringing in
You said he
Kanye
killed the
to
franchises?
be
That's
the
what
writer.
you saying he killed the franchises?
I'm saying the way some of these things happened did not make any damn sense. The Star Wars reboots started good and went down. That last movie was like, ah. And the Star Wars, why in the world would you have 3 different directors? Why would you have different directors for a series? That's why the second movie doesn't connect with the first movie, and so he had to come back and fix it. But listen, that's a whole nother show. Talking about today, the big news: the DC has pushed it forward. There's going to be a new Superman movie. It's going to be reboot. It's a reboot. You're going to have J.J. Abrams. You're going to have Ta-Nehisi Coates is going to be writing it. Is it going to be a black Superman? And also Henry Cavill, one of the most popular Superman of the ages, does not seem to be part of it. So I'm bringing this down to our man himself, the man on the street, the guy who wears an S on his chest, but not always on the top. Cal, what's your take on this whole madness?
S on the chestnut, whatever. Hey, much ado about nothing. Look, here's the deal. There's going to be a new Superman movie. Henry Cavill is not going to be inside of it. We will get a new Superman cast, and they may introduce from like another Earth a black Superman, Calvin Ellis or Val Zod, maybe both of them. Who knows? But if anyone honestly thinks they're going to reboot this movie so they can start this over again with the black Superman, they've lost their mind. These guys are still trying to get Superman Kal-El Clark Kent correct. Okay, they are not going to do that. So that's not going to happen. They may introduce somebody else in there, just to have some fun, but it'll be recast, and they'll try to do and they will try once more to see if they can get Superman right. It's only been Woman Superman 2, 1980. Yeah, so they still got a shot at it. It's only been 41 years.
Petey, what do you take? What's your take on this, buddy?
But they didn't say that they were going to do a full reboot yet. They just said they're doing Superman.
No, it's in the article. It's the J.J. Abrams article came out last year, and that was that he was being brought on to do a reboot, not continue anything that happened before, Man of Steel or any of that stuff. Do a Superman movie, and it was going to be a reboot. That was in 2020, like around June. And then these other rumors have been coming. I mean, look, I'm fine with the rumors. I'm selling comics based on these guys' first appearances for money that I know good and well I shouldn't be getting. So I'm fine with that. But just from a business standpoint, I just don't see it happening.
Well, they're saying in the Hollywood Reporter and Deadline, and the trade magazines for Hollywood, that is being built around a black Superman. So it's not something like the fans are speculating themselves. They're saying that's what's coming out theoretically from their connection.
Yeah, they've never been wrong before.
Okay.
Well, I mean, ultimately, I'd rather them not switch Supermans. Just to say, they already got the CW Superman that's out there. They're doing the Snyder cut. So while you have a Superman still here that's still viable, I would say just do that. But I mean, they got enough buzz around here, having J.J. Abrams and having the hot hand, superhero hand, and Ta-Nehisi Coates and doing this sort of scripting or whatever it is, being there just to hang out with them and do rewrites. So I don't know. I mean, to say regretfully, everyone remembers his J.J. Abrams is
Superman Flyby?
No, well, there's that, but I mean, going back to what Mars said about killing franchises. The Mission Impossible one was put on hiatus after a very good third movie, but it didn't do as well as the second one. So you are right about him and franchises. So
well, he'd be rebooting one.
He starts well and loses focus.
Well,
he'd be rebooting this franchise, so it wouldn't be, you can't kill what's already dead.
No, but he needs to continually go through the whole thing. He has to script it from beginning to end. It can't be I'm doing this, and then I forgot I gotta go to new policy. Look, listen, there's the reason it could be they had in the comics they did have a black Superman on another world, and I think his name was let me see if I can get the name. Calvin, I think it was Calvin Ellis. I think he was president of the United States, and
Calvin Ellis, that's
yeah.
my name.
Oh, get out of here! Clearly, you don't know the comic book character. So yeah, there's a
What
possibility
a
for Goody Google,
coincidence.
Black Superman, and he had different parents from Clark Kent, and this is a different world. So yeah, there is a strong possibility you can do. Whether they're going to do it is going to be different.
No multiple Supermans, no multiverse, none of that.
They're doing multiverse Batman. What are you talking about, bro? They're doing
nothing.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, you guys. If they go down this road, okay? And again, I've read these stories. I like both of those characters. The Calvin Ellis character, the Val Zod character that was introduced, they're good. Really good characters, ground up characters, and they've been handled very well. Calvin Ellis has had a little bit more play than Val Zod in terms of him being a Grant Morrison character. So he might have gotten a little bit more light, that way, if you will. But if you, I wouldn't understand why it is that Michael B. Jordan would want to be attached to this in this role. Didn't he get enough of that flack when he was the Human Torch? Look, if you make this movie and you decide we're going to make Superman black, it's not going to be about anything other than that, just him being black. That's it. Okay? Nobody's going to come into this for any other reason, and then already it becomes divisive. Why? Because again, you're doing this, you're race swapping once again, and for no good reason. I don't have any problem. Okay, and the thing is, it shouldn't be automatically thought because Ta-Nehisi Coates is brought into this that somehow the character is going to be black. He's been writing Captain America for a while now. Okay, I haven't been reading it, but I haven't heard anything bad about it. The other problem I have is that Ta-Nehisi Coates does bring some baggage with some of his previous statements. Okay, I already had somebody calling him, he's a racist for X, Y, and Z reason. And then he puts this stuff up. I don't have the time to come over here and play nuance with the guy. It's very easy to take some of Coates' statements, put them out there, and just get people all charged up. So, you would already have a really big hurdle if you decided to do this with these particular people attached. And then the biggest thing is why? You still haven't gotten the Kal-El Clark Kent Superman correct yet. Okay, you guys still haven't been able to do that yet. You want to go over here and make him black? Yeah. That'll be a lot simpler.
Well, what happens is directors want to have the ability to play in their own sandbox, and so by making him black and saying this is from another another world, then they're able to do whatever they want to do, as opposed to being set up into the strictures of what Superman is. Like you said, you're right. They haven't been able to get Kal-El the way they want. So they're saying, hey, let's not even waste our time with that. Let's do something else. I think you're right in terms of a money.
Whoa, I'm sorry. What are you saying? That because he's black, somehow that's going to make all the difference?
No, what I'm saying is that the director has more.
He's still Superman.
I'm saying the director
has Superman.
I'm saying the director has freedom to do more stuff. He can develop different.
Like what? It's still Superman.
I don't know what he's going to do, but I'm saying you have a different character where he's president. This Superman, Kal-El, is not president, is he? So that's a difference alone, right there. Right?
Superman.
Wait. Before we go too far into the differences, that leads you to another problem of once you do the black Superman and somehow this takes off, then it'd be like, now we got to do everybody black. We got to change the race of everybody because why? Because it worked. We finally found something that worked. And that's what was wrong with Superman in the first place. This alien was too white, but he's too much of a white guy, too much of that privilege. We got rid of the privilege. Now look at him. He's a great character. Yay. No, I say you're doing Superman, do Superman, or you do your Brightburn. Do your Brightburn with some character that doesn't sell, that doesn't make any money. Try that. Try that on your own instead of taking Superman. And then you know what? We're gonna have two Supermen. We're gonna have the black guy and the white guy.
I'm gonna cut you off here. You know why? Because DC's already shown that they want to try different things. Okay, and look in the movies right now. You're having the Bat. They have originally with the guy from
Robert Pattinson.
Patterson. We have him. Then we're bringing back the old Batman. from before. So
What movie what's he gonna be in?
they said he may be in the Flashpoint movie, and then you still have.
Well, that's an alternate reality version of him to say, oh, this could
He's
be
coming back in,
Thomas Wayne or something like
but
that.
he could
So
be.
Wayne and beat up guy.
We don't know, but he may be coming back, and then we still have in the Snyder cut, he's still around, and if it's successful, they may still bring him around. He may be still down for doing cameos. We don't know.
All right. Okay.
I don't know.
Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. I think that
supposed to
we should
be
stick to
about
one. I think we
Superman.
should try something different.
Okay, it doesn't matter if he's president of the United States. It doesn't matter if he's black. It doesn't matter if he's It's still supposed to be about Superman. Okay, and Superman. I mean, unless you're going to say, well, look, we'll use this character. Okay, and because he's black, he doesn't have to uphold to the same type of heroism and those high standards of heroism of Superman because we can just do our own thing. They tried to do that already with Man of Steel. That wasn't that long ago. We want a more rough and tumble Superman. We want a guy who's going to punch. We want a guy who's going to do all this. And audience weren't necessarily receptive to it. So what are you going to do over here with this cat? It's going to be more Hancock, more Brightburn. It still has to be Superman at the end of the day. And if you're saying, okay, I'm not saying that you're saying it, Mars, but if you're saying that we got to change this guy's race in order so we can finally tell a Superman story, that's a real dubious place to start off from. You need to be able to tell a Superman story with the guy that you already have. That's the guy you're going to be making movies about until the end of time. Not and trust me, not Calvin Ellis and not Val Zod at the end of the day. These guys you can bring in, but it's still going to be the original at the end of the day that people are drawn.
Oh, hold on. I think the changing the race is not that relevant here. I mean, it's relevant in one way, but in another way, it's not. I'm saying if you had another Superman, hey, we're going to reboot Superman, right? And Superman's going to be the president of the country now, but he's not the same Superman that we're used to. He's coming from, he's from another part of Krypton, and he comes here. That's a different Superman, isn't it?
No.
Of course it's a different Superman.
No, it's not.
He has a different background.
I can't get into the weeds. Look,
he didn't grow up in Kansas.
I don't know.
In another city.
I can't get too deep into the weeds with this because I know we have a time limit, but it has to be Superman. Superman is, okay, a character based on the heroic archetype. Okay, he's the most durable form of that. It's about heroism and all the things that have made this character long lasting for 80 plus years. Now, if your idea is, well, we want to do something different, we're going to bring him from a different part of Krypton. No, when he gets here and he puts that S on, it doesn't matter if he's black, white, or what have you, it's Superman. So if the idea is like, we need to change all this stuff so this guy doesn't have to be the hero that he's supposed to be, then it doesn't matter. It's not going to sell. It didn't sell with Man of Steel. And these are the same things that you're saying. You got your reboot, okay? You made things different, okay? You gave him a different upbringing, all of this stuff. There was so much stuff that was different in that movie. It didn't take audiences. You tried it again with BVS, Batman v Superman. It didn't take with audiences, okay? So I don't understand. So for me, I'm like, okay, somehow this is going to be different because he's president. Okay, you got him on the CW now. He's got 2 kids. He still has to be Superman at the end of the day. It's not, hey, alternate. The name of the movie is not going to be Alternate Superman or Alt S. It's going to be Superman. If you don't get these things right, it doesn't resonate with audiences and it doesn't work long term.
Look, you're saying that, but one of the most popular Superman of the time right now is Henry Cavill. You're saying he didn't work with Man of Steel. It didn't work with BBS. It didn't work. But yet constantly people want to see movies with this dude.
His fans want to see him.
And he has a huge fan.
No, he has a vocal fan base. He doesn't have a huge fan base. He has a vocal one. There's a big difference. If he had a huge fan base, then we would have saw a sequel to Man of Steel. He has a very vocal fan base. Okay, these people love him. All right, they would love to see him do more Superman movies, but it's not a large fan base. And if it was, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I would just be gritting my teeth, waiting, for him to finally be 50 years old and him not being doing Superman movies anymore. All right, look, look. I don't even know why we're having this discussion. This has been litigated and it's done. Those movies didn't do what they were supposed to do. They didn't perform the way they were supposed to perform. And the direction that this is not Henry Cavill as an actor. Okay, I'm certain if you had given him Superman in the more traditional form, he could have pulled that off. That was not what he was given to do. They gave him something different, which is the exact same argument that you're making right now. It didn't resonate with audiences, so we're going to do it again, but this time let him be black. Okay, so when it doesn't work out, well, we see that there was the obvious reason. There was an obvious reason why it didn't work. If you're not going to tell a story about Superman, don't do it. All right, you want to do a black superhero, by all means, go right ahead. There are plenty of them to do. But if the idea is that, oh, well, we're going to make this guy black so we can kind of do things a little bit different. No, if it's not going to be Superman, because that's who those characters are in the comics. Val Zod is Superman, not, oh, I'm from a different part, or because, no, he's Superman. He embodies the same qualities. Calvin Ellis, yeah, he's president, but he's Superman. He embodies the same qualities as the Superman from, the prime Superman at the end of the day. So if you're not going to do it, if you're not going to tell Superman as a story, it doesn't matter the other stuff that you do. You're going to have the same result.
I don't think you're quite getting it, but hell, I'm going on. PD. So what's your take on Ta-Nehisi Coates? You see, he's been doing the Black Panther successful run.
He's a hot hand. So I mean, he's a hot hand as far as Oh, hold on. Don't say. Okay, so he's a hot hand. So he's obviously the one to take it. The same as Tom King, who was a hot hand with the New Gods. So he was connected to Ava DuVernay. So it's like having these guys that gives you another eye to say, hey, he's also the diversity guy. We got a diversity guy, and he's a superhero guy. Black Panther was hot, so maybe some of this will transfer over to the Superman project. So, I mean, ultimately, I don't know. I think we've seen too many of the bad stuff that J.J. Abrams did, but at the same time, we can hope for something good at this point. We can try to hope for something, but we don't have enough to really go on to just say, how cynical will Ta-Nehisi Coates' script be, and at the same time, and how light will J.J. Abrams' thing be? We have the Superman flyby thing to say, is it going to be a change of that, or is it going to be the same thing? So it's just one of those things that's really hard to do. But these guys that are hot, well, not really. He's not necessarily, but he's hot as far as the fact that those the Star Wars stuff did make a ton of money. That at the end there might be some diminished returns, but it did make enough to say, hey, we can give them to Warner Brothers and you can do some stuff. We're not ready to give up the whole ball of wax yet. We're gonna just produce stuff that we want to do, and you show us what you can do, and maybe we'll do a shared universe. Only if it works. So we'll see. It's more of a we'll see moment with them.
I mean, I think we're being a little cynical in that, yeah, they are saying, some people are saying it's going to be a black Superman, but it's very possible, he didn't want to be pigeonholed just to doing that. That's one of the reasons he said he wanted to do Captain America. He's a writer and he wants to at least flex with other characters. He just doesn't want to say, oh, I'm only the black guy who only does black characters. Just like Christopher Priest, he doesn't want to only do black characters. Like he was doing Deathstroke, and now I think he's doing U.S. Agent at Marvel now.
Well, this is also with Ta-Nehisi Coates, the fact that him getting this buzz, like, is also helpful for his career. Like, as big as how big he was from doing his novels, like the spotlight of doing the Black Panther, well, whether it sold a lot or not, was a big thing. So then the next thing you do doing Captain America, it's like you get that buzz saying this guy's out there. Oh, he has these other novels. I think I've just seen something with him on Oprah talking about the next book he's putting out or something like that. So, I mean, this has been a big boom for him doing the superhero stuff, and he's keeping his name in there. And then when you go there and you're like saying, even if you say, I want to see something from a black talent, you go out there and you see his stuff. Oh yeah, he worked on the Black Panther. Let me see what this book is like. So, it's been a mutually beneficial thing for him. And it seems like it's been something that, the money you get to say, like, he's signed up to be the writer, that's a good gig. Even though it's going to be a tough one, it's going to be, it's a good gig for him. So
if he can pull it off, he's going to make millions. So here, Kyle, quick question for you here. Do you think with all these different projects, having the CW Superman, having a big opening, and now also they're trying to reboot Superman, do you think these things will hurt the project, the Superman movie?
No.
No?
What about you? The CW, remember what Harris Cullen said, the CW is for women and children. Okay, the audience, what is it? They said that the Superman and Lois had the biggest debut since XYZ, but it was like 2 million people. It was 2 million people at the end of the day. So this is not going to be enough for. This is not like what Smallville did. When Smallville had the whole world to itself, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we can't wait for this dude to come up and go into the films." Hey, they did Superman Returns with Brandon Routh. Didn't stop that film at all from doing whatever it was going to do. This won't, and Superman and Lois won't do it either.
Okay. So hey, I think we covered it pretty well. Good luck with the project, J.J. Abrams and Ta-Nehisi Coates. Good luck with it. We'll definitely like to see it. And of course, Cavill, we want you back. Spinner rack.
No,
yes,
absolutely not.
yes,
See ya.
yes.
Spinner rack.
Out.
Thank you very much. Booyaka.
Go do it.